This video is not for whales and dolphins, it's for you because you are just like me, Average Light Gamer here, and today I want to talk about Yuzuha. So if you didn't know, Yuzuha is the latest physical support agent coming to Zenless Zone 0. She is going to be an Anomaly support agent. What does that mean? It means she's going to support the living heck out of Anomaly. In fact, so good that she's actually better than Astra for Anomaly. Wow! Woo! Astra 2, Anomaly Boogaloo, let's go! Okay, so let's talk about the context first, i.e. what she does, and then we'll get into why you should or should not pull Yuzuha, and I'll also give my own thoughts at that point. So first things first, what does she actually do for context? So 1200 attack, 15% additional damage, anomaly buildup of up to 20%, and anomaly / disorder damage of up to 20%. She's also going to match the anomaly of the on-field character's anomaly, and then she's going to help to contribute to that anomaly, and she's going to need stacks for like the last three things that I said. But basically, she's great. She provides a similar level of buffage to Astra, except it's more with an anomaly slant as opposed to a crit slant. So yeah, she's going to be really good in pretty much all anomaly teams. And to be clear, it's not like Astra was bad in any anomaly teams. It's just that now we're going to have a better option for anomaly teams. She is also pretty cute in her swimsuit, but Hoyoverse are not man enough to just put a real woman in a swimsuit. You know what I'm saying? Give me G1, Hoyo. Give it to me. Okay, so let's talk about it then. So why would you pull for Yuzuha? So you would pull for Yuzuha if your account has a couple of anomaly characters on. If you don't have Astra, then I think that compounds the case for potentially considering pulling for Yuzuha. Now, just to be clear, you should pull for who you like. No character is essential. No one is a must pull. But yeah, if you already have an anomaly team built, maybe you're using Lucy, or maybe you're using Astra right now, then yeah, I think you should consider Yuzuha. I do think that Astra is still going to do an absolutely fine job with almost all anomaly teams. And in fact, if it's a well-built anomaly team with 2 limited S-rank characters plus Astra, you know, it's still going to be hitting 30k plus on Deadly Assault. Adding Yuzuha is going to take that higher, but I think more importantly, if you already have Astra, it is going to free up your Astra to go somewhere else. And I think that's the key reason why you would pull for Yuzuha. It's the fact that you don't have to put Astra on your anomaly team, or you are already anomaly pilled and you want to get more anomaly build by pulling Yuzuha and then continuing to pull for anomaly characters. I do think as well that as much as, you know, and we've kind of talked about it from the Astra versus Yuzuha situation, is that you might very well be using Astra in anomaly-based teams, and Astra is going to do a really good job in those anomaly-based teams. Yuzuha is probably going to replace her if you already have Astra. But Yuzuha is not going to do as good of a job with attack-based teams. So I guess if you're looking for a more general support, i.e. the best general support that we have in the game, I think that that is still Astra. But I think the fact that Yuzuha is focused in a little bit more on Anomaly, for me in particular, feels really good as someone who's lent in very hard to Anomaly on my account. I've skipped several attack characters, but I haven't skipped any Anomaly characters. And I may very well end up skipping Alice because of Rat. But I want to give my Anomaly characters the best and free up my Astra. And honestly, that's why I am pulling for Yuzuha. So we'll go on and we'll talk about why you maybe shouldn't pull for Yuzuha in just a moment. But before then, this is your reminder that you probably aren't subscribed. Liking and subscribing is a great way to support creators like me on YouTube. You can also drop me a follow over on Twitch, and you can join the Discord if you want to hang out with some cool, chill peeps. So let's talk about it then. So why would you not pull for Yuzuha? Well, honestly, if your account doesn't have that many anomaly characters, and that's completely fine. Like I said, I think that Astra can do a really good job of supporting both attack teams and anomaly teams. Now, she's still really good at supporting attack teams, but she's not going to be as good as Yuzuha as supporting anomaly teams. Now, Yuzuha will still be really good at supporting attack-based teams. If we think about it from like a raw damage perspective, 1200 attack and 15% additional damage bonus is still great, even if we ignore all of the anomaly stuff. So it's still going to be good. It's still going to be more than good enough to clear with crit-based or attacker-based teams. But it's not what she was designed to do. Would it be better than running an A-rank alternative like Lucy? Yes, I think so. But it wouldn't be as good as Astra. And I guess this is where that conversation of why you shouldn't pull comes in, is that yes, limited supports are always really, really valuable in these gacha games. And we're just about to hit 2.1, which means we've had an absolute metric load of characters. And we've had 2 limited support agents. And I guess that kind of opens the door to think, well, we've just had Astra rerun in 1.7, so the chances of us getting another Astra rerun or another limited support anytime soon is probably gonna have to wait for a little while. So yeah, the reason why I think you wouldn't pick up Yuzuha is because you have heavily focused on attack-based teams, and as much as Yuzuha could fill that role, it's not what she was designed to do, and you're going to be happy running your existing supports to support those attackers. If that's the case, and that's the situation, and that's where you are, then yeah, I think it's absolutely fine to skip Yuzuha. Just to be clear, I think it's absolutely fine to skip Yuzuha if you do have a heavily Anomaly invested account as well. Just because you don't have to pull any character, especially if you already have Astra. Astra is probably already doing a fine job. If your support slots are already taken on your other teams because you're quite happy running those other teams, then yeah, you don't really need to invest any more than you have already invested. And I think that that's fine. Just to open up the door a little bit on the conversation of the W engine, the Wenjin, whatever we want to call it, I don't think it's essential in any way. I have seen some calcs. I'm going to put some calcs up right now from I Am Rivenous, the absolute goat of Zenless guide making. He very kindly let me use these, and if you haven't seen this guide, you should go check it out. But essentially, the reason why I'm showing this is that it's very team dependent, and you should always take calcs with a grain of salt. But it does look like, depending on team, etc., it's around a 10 to 15% damage difference, which, to be honest with you, I don't think is a huge deal. I think that means that you can get away with an R5 Kaboom the Cannon, or a W1 Weeping Cradle, or if you have more stacks of Weeping Cradle, then it could be even better. Now, I like Wenjins in this spot. It kind of means that you can choose to pull for them or choose not to pull for them, and I think that that's the right spot for W engines. I don't think we should be put into a corner where we feel like we have to pull for W engines. So I think this is a really healthy spot for the W engine to be in, and it also means that as free-to-play or low-spend players, you can probably very happily skip and not feel like you're missing out on too much, except for the cool hair effect, which I'm not going to lie, it's actually pretty cool. But anyway, that's why you should, that's why you shouldn't. Let me know down below what you guys are planning to do. As for me, I am going to be pulling for Yuzuha. I have Astra. I have a bunch of Anomaly characters. I can't wait to free Astra up and just not play her with Anomaly teams. It's going to be great. And it's going to push my scores up with my existing Anomaly characters, keeping them relevant for longer. And plus, if there are any other cool Anomaly characters down the line, then yeah, I'm going to want Yuzuha for them too. Today marks my 1-year anniversary as a content creator, which means that I've been simping for Juyuan's butt for a whole year. And I feel so incredibly lucky and blessed that you guys continue to watch my videos and turn up to streams, and I couldn't thank you all enough. It's been a wild ride, and I just want to say thank you. And I'm going to keep making banger content for you. Anyway, drop a like and subscribe for better than average luck on all your pulls. Pull responsibly, stay weird. Bye, 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 bye.